What if I told you there's a motorcycle that reacts before you do? A machine that reads the road, adjusts its suspension in real time, and can even sense when you're about to make a bad move. Not just fast, but intuitive. Not just naked, but aware. Sounds like a sci-fi dream, right? But BMW claims that dream is now real. And it comes on two wheels with a Boxer engine and the name R1300R on paper. It's a beast. But there's more to this machine than raw power. This isn't about riding harder. It's about riding smarter. And that's what makes this bike so different. It doesn't scream for attention like a superbike. It doesn't try to impress with sheer aggression. Instead, it watches, thinks, and adapts. You don't just ride it, you connect with it. The moment you twist the throttle, it's not just horsepower you feel. It's feedback, control, confidence, like the bike already knew what you were about to do. So the big question is, has BMW just created the smartest naked bike ever made? That's what we're here to find out. Not in theory, but in feel, in engineering, in real-world riding. And to do that, let's take a closer look at what makes this new R1300R more than just another machine. The R1300R delivers 143.5 horsepower at 7,750 revolutions per minute and 109.9 pounds-feet of torque at 6,500 revolutions per minute. That's a solid boost over the previous R1250R. And you feel it? It still uses BMW shift cam technology, which adjusts valve timing for both power and efficiency. But the real magic? It stays smooth at low revs and pulls hard when you open it up. The engine is paired with a 6-speed transmission, now mounted under the engine instead of behind it. That helps shorten the bike and center the mass, making it feel more agile and planted. At 527 pounds curb weight, it's the same as the outgoing model, but it feels tighter, more compact, more deliberate. And with a base price of $16,595, it positions itself right in that sweet spot between value and premium. But numbers only tell part of the story. What you see and feel on this bike, that's where things get even more interesting. One glance at the R1300R, and you know this isn't a minor update. The new headlight is bold, aggressive. It gives the bike a face. It's not just illumination, it's personality. The layered radiator shrouds, tighter frame, and exposed mechanical elements make it look muscular, but refined. It's clean. It's sculpted. It's confident without trying too hard. The riding position has changed too. The handlebars are lower and farther forward, pulling your chest over the tank. The foot pegs have moved slightly back, putting your legs in a more active stance. It feels like you're part of the bike, not just sitting on it. BMW also dropped the standard seat height by over an inch, now at 31.1 inches. That gives more riders a solid footing, especially in city traffic. Optional seats can push it lower or higher, depending on your style. The result? A roadster that feels more engaged, more focused. Whether you're carving through canyons or commuting downtown, this new posture changes how you ride and how you feel. But where does this bike fit in BMW's growing family of performance machines? Let's break it down. The R1300R lands in a very specific spot. It's more refined than the R Ninja, with better tech and comfort. But it's not chasing lap times like the S1000R or the full-blown M1000R. It's built for the rider who wants thrill, but also wants to breathe, for someone who cares about feel, balance, and control, not just top speed. It's a machine that invites you to ride longer, lean harder, and still enjoy the road ahead. Think of it as the roadster that respects your limits while quietly encouraging you to push them. It doesn't yell. It doesn't flex. It just performs with elegance and intention. And that intention becomes even clearer once you get into the engine. Because underneath all that clean design is a power plant that's been completely reimagined for this new era. At the heart of the R1300R is BMW's latest evolution of the Boxer engine. A 1,300cc twin-cylinder beast with shift cam technology, the system that adjusts valve timing to give you strong low-end torque and high-end power without compromise. This engine puts out 143.5 horsepower and nearly 110 pounds-feet of torque. But what makes it special isn't just the numbers, it's the way it delivers them. Smooth, responsive, and always ready. It doesn't jolt, it flows. And here's a smart move. BMW relocated the transmission under the engine. Why? To make the bike shorter, more compact, and better balanced. That change brings the center of gravity closer to the rider, which means tighter handling and more precise control. You also get the option of BMW's Auto Shift Assistant ASA. It lets you shift up and down without touching the clutch. The system uses sensors to match revs and load, making every gear change buttery smooth. Whether you're cruising through traffic or hitting the back roads, the combination of engine layout, smart transmission design, and optional ASA creates a ride that feels effortless, yet deeply connected. But what really sets this bike apart is what's happening behind the scenes, where electronics start doing things you didn't even know you needed. This is where the R1300R starts to feel like it's reading your mind. You get 3 standard ride modes: Rain, Road, and Eco. Each one tweaks the throttle response, traction control, and ABS to fit the environment. But unlock the optional Dynamic and Dynamic Pro modes, and things get real. Dynamic mode sharpens the throttle and tightens suspension behavior. Dynamic Pro takes it further, letting you customize your own settings for traction, engine braking, and more. It's the mode for riders who like to dial in every detail. And then there's the radar. Yes, a radar on a naked bike. Optional adaptive cruise control uses it to monitor the vehicle ahead and adjust your speed automatically. It even includes a front collision warning, something you'd expect in a luxury car, not a two-wheeler. The R1300R also features lean-sensitive ABS dynamic traction control and an optional DTC shift function, which fine-tunes the traction control response based on throttle position and gear. All of this works together to give you not just a safer ride, but a more intuitive one. You stop thinking about what setting you need and just focus on the road. The bike figures the rest out. But for all this intelligence to matter, the bike needs to feel right under you. And that's where the chassis and suspension come into play. The R1300R's frame is a blend of strength and simplicity. A steel main frame with a cast aluminum rear section, lightweight, compact, and rigid where it matters most. This layout, combined with the repositioned engine and gearbox, brings the weight closer to the center. That translates to sharper handling and a more balanced feel, especially in tight corners or quick transitions. Up front, you've got a 47mm inverted fork. But here's the game changer. With the optional dynamic suspension package, this is the first production bike with an electronically adjustable spring rate on an inverted fork. The rear uses BMW's new Evo paralever setup with 5.1 inches of travel, stable, smooth, and responsive. Dynamic ESA is standard on the rear and optional on both ends, giving you automatic adjustment based on riding conditions. The performance trim takes it further, raising the ride height, increasing lean angles, and adding sport-tuned damping. Perfect for aggressive weekend rides without giving up daily comfort. This suspension system doesn't just react, it predicts. It's not about making the bike softer or stiffer. It's about giving you exactly what you need, the moment you need it. And when it's time to slow down, the brakes are just as refined. Stopping power is just as important as acceleration, and the R1300R delivers. Up front, you get dual 310mm discs with radially mounted 4-piston calipers. In the rear, a single 285mm disc with a 2-piston caliper does the job. BMW's integral ABS Pro comes standard, meaning the front brake also engages the rear automatically with lean angle sensitivity for extra confidence in curves. Add in the sportier tire setup on the performance trim, And you've got traction and stopping control that match the bike's precision handling. But control is just one part. Personal style is the other. BMW didn't stop at performance. They gave you 4 distinct versions to match your riding personality. The standard model comes in Snapper Rocks Metallic, with a clean, understated look and classic stainless steel exhaust. Simple, but sharp. The exclusive version steps it up in Racing Blue Metallic. It adds a dark chrome exhaust, a painted seat cowl, and a sleek engine spoiler. Premium touches for the rider who wants elegance with edge. Then there's the performance trim in light white. This one gets a gold fork, red rear shock, adjustable foot controls, and sport tires. It's ready to attack corners right out of the box. Finally, the Option 719 Kilauea is the custom lover's dream. It comes in Black Store Metallic, with machine parts, upgraded mirrors, and a darker, more aggressive aesthetic. Each version feels like a different statement, and that's the beauty of it. You don't just buy a BMW R 1300R. You choose which one reflects you. But beyond style, we still need to answer the question we started with. So, has BMW actually built the smartest naked bike ever? If you define smart as raw data or computer control, maybe not. But if smart means a machine that adapts to your riding, enhances your safety, balances performance with control, then yes, this bike earns that title. It doesn't just have electronics, it uses them well. Every assist, from the ride modes to the radar, serves a purpose. Nothing feels tacked on. It's all integrated into the ride. And that's what sets the R1300R apart. You don't feel like the bike is doing things for you. You feel like it's working with you. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a daily rider, this roadster adjusts, responds, and supports your instincts without overwhelming them. It's not the loudest bike in BMW's lineup. It's not trying to be, it's quiet confidence. Precision over flash. Function over noise. So yes, in its own understated way, the R1300R might just be the smartest, most self-aware naked on the market today. And for a lot of riders, that's not just good. That's exactly what they've been waiting for. What do you think about the 2026 BMW R1300R? Is it the refined, intelligent roadster you were hoping for? Or were you expecting something wilder? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. Would you go for the standard, the exclusive, performance, or the Option 719? If this breakdown helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest, no-fluff motorcycle content. From deep dives to first impressions, we're here for real riders who love smart machines. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next ride.